know that Donald Trump, he supports and stands for religious freedom, so that anybody of any faith can like worship God like they want to and not have the government interfere. You do know that, right? Nah, what that got to do with me? What that got to do with me? That's for my grandmother and them. That's who care about that. I don't care nothing about that. That's my grandmother and them. He also like, you know that he like moved the embassy to Jerusalem and declared Israel the capital, which was the law that the United States was supposed to follow. They were supposed to move the embassy, and no one ever did for like the past 10 years, but Donald Trump did that. You do realize that, don't you? Okay, so that sounds like he helped some Israel people. That ain't, what that got to do with me? I don't know nothing about that. He named some Jerusalem. He put the embassy somewhere. What that got to do with me and mine, Tom? I'm trying to get my booty down to the polls. Oh, Joe. Come on, Joe. You know that he signed that Born Alive bill for all the babies that when they try to abort them and those babies don't, they don't get aborted and they try to still abort them outside of the womb. You know he signed that Born Alive bill to stop them from doing that. You saw that video where Kamala Harris was supporting the Planned Parenthood that was selling the baby parts. You did see that though, right? He signed a bill. Well, listen, if I get caught up out there, I might need to check Planned Parenthood out. I don't want him signing no bills, cause yeah, if I want to have some fun, me and Ray and them, I want to party. I'm gonna listen to Cardi B WAP, and then I'm not gonna take no responsibility. What? You know that Donald Trump sent money to 121 black colleges and universities, the HBCUs. You know about the HBCUs, right? HBCUs, historically black colleges, university. He sent funding. He gave them funding automatically. They didn't have to come begging like they did when Obama was in office. You know that their money was cut off. You ain't black. You acting like you want to be white or something. Do know that he's reduced the taxes, taken off a lot of the regulations, which brings in the corporations that then creates jobs for more people to come in and, for more businesses, larger businesses to come in and offer jobs to people. Because if those taxes are there, those businesses are not going to come here. They're going to go to another country. They're not going to be here to give jobs to people. You do know that that's a good thing, him lowering taxes and taking off the regulations of the businesses, right? Oh, he reduced some taxes. Anyway, I need them taxes to be up because I want my check to be fat. I'm going down. I gotta go get my check this month. It's the first of the month. Damn. What you talking about? You do know that he's creating opportunity zones and for our people to have just more opportunities. Opportunity zones. Yeah, well, that kind of sounds like something I don't know. I don't know about this. But you do know that he's creating school choice so our kids can go to better schools and, they don't have to stay in these failing schools. They can go to schools that are better performing, higher performing. They do better there. You know about that, right? You know that he has an economic plan where he plans to pour in, I think it's about $500 billion more into the African American black community. And that's the first of the month. I want to rock my booty to the pole, like Joe said. You know Kamala gonna be in charge anyway. We gonna be partying. She like to get down with. She like to puff pass. You know what I mean? Oh, Kamala gonna make it a party up in the White House. We gonna have it back like when Obama was in there. Yeah, she gonna paint the White House black for real though. It's gonna have WAP on the top. Yeah, you know that was all propaganda on CNN, that they said all these things about him being racist, but you do know that he's just a law and order president, and it doesn't have to do with race, right? When he talks about building a wall, that you know that's just keeping out crime from Mexico. You know that Mexico is where where a lot of the drug trafficking and guns and sex trafficking comes through. You know that, right? Law and order. No, I don't need no law and order around here. Yo, stop snitching, yo. What's wrong with you? You do know that Donald Trump has helped create the lowest unemployment in the Black community. But you know that, right? Yo, unemployment. Listen, I don't got time for work. I don't got time for that. Like you talking so much stuff. I don't got time for that. You know they cleaned up a lot of the problems in the Middle East created by the last administration, your friend Obama. You want to be white. You acting like a coon. You acting like a Uncle Tom right now. What is you talking about? What is you talking about? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You want to be white? Oh my goodness. You know that he shut the country down when it came to the pandemic, even though the Democrats were telling him everybody should go to Chinatown and that he was a xenophobe. And they were trying to impeach him during that time as well, while everybody's saying what he failed to do. Have you tried to be the center of an impeachment trial? Have you ever tried to do that? I don't know. What did you... What about the stimulus check? Didn't you get one of those? I think it was Donald Trump that pushed for that. You do know Nancy Pelosi is playing hardball and wants to give $1,200 to illegal immigrants and different people, and she's not signing the second bill. I don't know how the first bill got through, but she did play games with that one too, and that's what took it so long. Oh my goodness! Well, I want to go down to the polls. You see, he did that interview. You see, Joe did that interview with Cardi B. She got the #1 song. What? Ain't nobody got time for your orange man. He orange. I don't even know what that's about. I'm just trying to party. I don't got time. I don't got time for opportunity songs. What? Oh, you just want to be white. Oh my goodness. You do know that he fixed up the VA hospitals, the military, made them better, stronger, poured more money into them so that they can have the supplies and everything they need. You do know that, right? Oh my goodness, the VA hospital. What that has to do with me? Oh my goodness. Get on my nerves. I can't stand you. You do know that Charlottesville was a hoax. It's a debunked hoax because he did not say just alone that it was firing people on both sides, even though there were all races in both crowds, all types of people in both crowds. You do know that it's a full video clip. You have to watch the whole thing to take his comments into context, right? You do know that. You know that he shook up the establishment because the presidency was always puppet mastered, and he's the first president that they can't control, and that's doing as much as he is for the people, right? Look, I'm voting for Joe. I don't care what you say, because that Joe Biden, yeah. Biden. He might be hiding in his basement, but that means I can do what I want to do. I can riot. I can loot right there. Because he ain't watching. He down in the basement. What you going to do? You know that Joe Biden and Obama left open over 120 vacant seats for the judges, and that now people are complaining that Donald Trump is filling those seats and they're not with quote unquote African American black people, but Obama left it open. He could have filled it with as many black people as he wanted to. Oh my goodness. Me and Kamala gonna be partying. Ooh, come November 3rd. I can't wait. Get your booty down to the polls, y'all. Vote. You heard what Kamala and him said. They said just go vote. They said don't ask no questions. Don't ask about Joe record. Don't do nothing. Just go vote. Vote. Because he cares about me and my family. You heard him on that debate. Donald Trump just kept interrupting him. That's all I saw. That's all I know. And you see Mike Pence, he had a big fly on his head because the black flies matter. Black flies matter. That's what really matter. Okay? I don't really care about no black lives. I'm caring about black flies. Booty down to the polls. Make sure you vote. That's all it's about. Don't ask no questions. We kick you out. You what? You do know that he wrote in that First Step Act, creating prison reform for all of our men, that your man, my man, whoever man, that for them to be able to get out of jail if they didn't commit a violent crime, help them get out of jail early. Created prison reform, First Step Act. You know that, right? He signed the First Step Act. Well, that might be, I don't know, that might be something. Because, yeah, my cousin Pookie and them, yeah, they did get caught up in the streets, and he helped them, yeah, like, because they ain't really hurt nobody. They was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, I don't know. Maybe this First Step thing, I don't know. You do know that it's like lower gas prices now, that prescription costs are down, A lot of good things he's done in his administration. Oh, you trying to be white? You just trying to be white? Oh, you licking Trump bootstraps? What? You licking his boots? You just trying to be white. Anyway, you know he is. You know he is racist. I don't. You do know that that's propaganda and media, CNN twisting the story to make him seem like he's a racist, right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who you're talking to. You do know that, right? I don't think so. You do know that he was never a racist before he came down that elevator in the last election, because he was in all the rappers' videos. Everybody wanted to be Donald Trump. Remember that? Everybody was rapping about Donald Trump, and he was their favorite person. He starred on TV shows. He had the highest ratings because we all watched his shows and loved him, especially that part, "You're fired." Remember that? Nuh-uh. You are Uncle Tom. You a coon. Oh my goodness. That's right. He said, that's right. You ain't black. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Well, now that you said that, because I might be all into the WAP, but I don't want my little son to I do want him to have school choice. Wait a minute. Okay, hold up. You say he got opportunity zones. Wait, what? Wait a minute. He got what? He got opportunity zones and school choice. I don't believe in. Everybody ain't gonna go to college, okay? You talking about some HBCU? He gave money to them. What that got to do with me? Everybody ain't gonna go to college, all right? What that got to do with me? Oh. Okay. Okay, well,